Leasing a car feels like the easiest option, but most people don't understand what they're truly signing up for until it's too late. So you're too far gone into the lease, y'all. And in today's video, you know what I mean, we just got off work. It's a Thursday, but today is my Friday. Come join the club, y'all. If you're new to here, welcome to Zigiwik, where we do these videos talking about saving a buck here and there when it comes to car ownership. A little bit of life advice, but mainly just the cars, guys. Thank you for tapping in to today's video. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about why I'll never lease a car. And, you know, a lot of times people say never say never. You know, why do they say that? Because you never know where life takes you. You never know when one day the deal will be too good to just, you know what I mean, to turn down a lease. One day it might be reasonable. But honestly, for me, I just don't see it. The way my life is orchestrated, the way I treat my cars, it just doesn't make sense to lease. And if you're somebody that's in the middle, kind of on the fence, you don't understand, man, this M4 is sick, man. See, things like that are why I can't lease a car. And I'm gonna get into it more as we go into the video. I'm gonna give y'all my reasons why, and some things you should think about if you're thinking about leasing versus buying versus financing, you know, all things of that nature. So let's talk about leasing. For those who are new to cars and finance and things like that, what is leasing? What does it mean to lease a car? What's the big deal? What's the big difference? Basically, leasing, from my understanding, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take none of my stuff and go to the dealership and be like, yo, Zigiwik said this and that, and you're lying to me. Do your own research, but based on my general understanding, leasing is, I mean, you never owned a car. It's like renting a car long-term. You basically pay the depreciation, you know what I mean? You own the car, and you pay every month. It's a lot cheaper than if you were to finance the car, but you never actually own it. It's like a long-term rent. You think about renting a house versus buying a house. It's kind of like a similar concept. You know, you never really own the car versus if you finance a car, which is similar. It's the same monthly payments, right? But if you finance, you're paying to own. One day you will own this car, and it's kind of like a long run thing. You get a car, you pay for it, and after like 3 years or 5 years, then you own it, is your car, and that's where you start to save long term. Versus with leasing, you pay it, you get into like a 2-year lease, 3-year lease, whatever the terms may be. And after those 3 years, you bring it back in, you take out another new car, and you get into another 2-year contract. So you're just basically continuously getting in and out of contracts when you're leasing a car. And for some people, that is fine. That's what they want. And if you're one of those people that works better for you, then you got to go for it, man. Because if it didn't work for everybody, and if everybody was against leasing like me, then it wouldn't be a thing until now. It wouldn't be this much of an important decision to make when looking into cars, because some people genuinely have that type of concept fit better into their life. Some people don't want to have a car too long. They get bored. They always want to be into something new. They always want the latest car that comes out, and you know, they want to enjoy technology, things of that nature. And if you're one of those people, then definitely get into a lease. I think one of the biggest sell points is that leasing compared to financing is that a lease is going to be less of a monthly payment. I think that is a selling point for a lot of people. You don't got to put that much down, and you get to pay a low monthly payment. And for some people that works, but for me personally, the way I treat my cars, a lease just doesn't work for me. The main thing for me is mileage. That is just the number one thing, and that is one of the main things with a lease, that you have mileage limits. If you go over a certain amount of miles, you get a fee. You get charged if you go over the agreed mileage for that car. And I've told y'all multiple times, I drive a lot. I put a lot of miles on this baby right here. And if I was in a lease, brother, the amount of money I'd have to pay those people for the amount of miles I put on this car, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not, what are we going around here? Jeez, look at these holes. And they just paved this, and it's gone to the dogs already. If this was a lease car, man, they would be eating off me with them fees, because I drive a lot. So being that I drive a lot, a lease car is not in my best interest. A lease car is for somebody that, you know what I mean, you don't really drive that much. You can keep it within the mileage range. And if you can do that, then you'll benefit from those low costs. But that is just the main thing. And honestly, I'd rather just own my car. Like, I don't like the idea of never being able to own it. I'm more of a long-term person when it comes to car ownership. I only get cars that I like and I have a good idea of what I want. And I don't see myself being in that position where I want to constantly switch out of cars every 2 years, every 3 years. Like if I buy a car, it's for the long haul, and I have a lot of goals with that car. A lot of things I want to do to it. I want to modify it, change out the suspension, bring it to the track. You know, all those fun things that you do when you buy a car and you have goals and dreams with it. That's what I like to do. Like I'm not somebody that just has a car for a commute. Like a car to me is a lot more than getting to work and getting to the supermarket. Like I like to build my car as a resemblance of my personality. Like people should hear my car, see my car and think, yo, that's Josh's car. And not everybody thinks like that. Like not everybody is going to the track. Not everybody cares about coilovers and all these things, and that's cool. But for me, it's just a big no. It's something that I cannot get past. And I don't know, maybe in the future I'll think differently, but even at that, I still don't see why I'd want to lease a car. Like I'd rather pay into it. I'd rather pay into something, know that, you know what I mean, 5 years from now, 4 years from now, like I own it and that's mine. I don't have to continue paying every single month for it. Like I don't like the idea of always being in a payment. And I know also a big benefit of leasing is that after you pay for it, at the end of your lease, you have an opportunity to buy it back from the banking company, basically. This dude is just running my back. The hell? But you basically have an opportunity to buy it back from the bank, and it's a pretty good deal from what I hear. This is all from like what I hear. You get a pretty good deal to buy it back after that. Basically, I think leasing is for people that don't know what they want, and if you like the car, you have the opportunity to buy it back, and if you don't, you just get something else until you find what you want and you keep it. If you're somebody like me, then leasing is probably not the best thing for you, man. Like I want M cars. I want cool cars that I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff to, take it to the track, just wild out and make cool videos and have it like, yeah, I mean, like I'm the type of person where I want to have cars and keep it for generations, keep it clean, and then my kids are gonna be like, yo, my dad got this crazy ass 2022 M4 in the garage that he barely drives, and it's going to be in the year of like 2050, and that's going to be like an old time relic of that day and age. You know what I mean? Like things like that is what I want to do with my car. And you can't do that if you're leasing, because it's not yours. It's never going to be yours. Just get in front of this truck. Sometimes you got to take the initiative, guys. Don't just sit there and wait for somebody to let you through. You gotta take it. You got to take it. You got to take it. But that's my viewpoint on it. Road closed. Now I gotta sit in all this traffic again that I was trying to avoid. Jeez Louise, man. Well, that's annoying. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna go back around that way. And I knew I should have went that way, dude. I knew I should have went that way, but it's whatever. You live and you learn. I could have honestly hit 22 right there, but it's whatever, dude. We're gonna go the same. Maybe you're somebody that doesn't want to tie up all that money into a depreciating asset, and you're like, maybe, you know what I mean? Leasing is the move. I don't know. I guess I'm a believer in, like, although I wouldn't do something, I can also see why people would do it. Like if you actually look into it, it's not that bad of a gimmick. I mean, people do basically the same thing with phones. Like the new iPhone will come out and they'll get it, and then they'll get it the next year and the next year, the next year. And then I know Apple has this trade-in program where it's basically like leasing a phone. Like you pay for it, the new one comes out, you get the new one, you pay for that, and you're always constantly paying for a phone. So it's like the same thing with cars and leasing, you know what I mean? And it works for some people because some people don't like the idea of having something too long. They always want something new. They always want to be the latest and the greatest. You know what I mean? Like imagine you got the generation before Apple CarPlay and now you're stuck with it. You know, like situations like that, it's like, damn, if I was leasing, that wouldn't be a problem because within the next 2 years, you know, I'm gonna get into that new thing anyway and get the latest CarPlay, the one that's gonna be upgraded versus the first generation, like stuff like that. Maybe you're in a car that you don't like the design of it and you want something else. You know what I mean? So it's like, I guess I can see in some situations, you know what I mean, how it's beneficial. But it's just not for me. And as society, we have to realize that not everything that's not for you is not for somebody else. I feel like so many people are so like hard-headed, and they'll, you know what I mean, if you came here expecting I'm gonna make a rant about people that finance and how bad it is, I mean, it's whatever, dude, whatever knocks their boat. But I just know for me, it's not for me. And some people watch this video and they'll think about it and they'll be like, you know, maybe that's not the best financial decision for me. Maybe I could have been smarter with my money. Maybe I don't need to finance the car. Maybe I just need one car, pay for it, stay dedicated to it. Because in the long term, in the long run, it's always going to be cheaper to just have your own car because you're going to pay it off. You know what I mean? Like, once year 5 hits and you start getting the benefits of owning a car, even let's say you paid it, you finance, because obviously you can't compare financing, you can't compare leasing to buying cash, you know what I mean? So let's say you financed a car, I financed a car and my friend leased a car. Year 5, year 6, I'm gonna start seeing the benefits. I don't have to worry about monthly payments constantly. He'll be in a newer car, but it's gonna be cheaper for me because I have my car paid off, you know what I mean? So it depends on what your lifestyle is. If you don't care about money, if you just got money flowing out the wazoo, go ahead, lease that car, enjoy the latest and greatest. But if you're somebody like me that, you know what I mean, all those things matter. I made a video, my last video, about how much it costs to own a car. Like, it's expensive, man. So, you know what I mean, something to think about, these rough ass roads. And also, I forgot to mention that if you're leasing, you'll never have to really worry about like maintenance and stuff like that, I think, because everything is going to be under warranty. And by the time the warranty is about to be up, you're going to be in a new car with a new warranty. So, you know, I mean, there's pros, there's cons. The fees and the mileage is really what is a bad thing to me, because I love driving so much that I know that I'm going to be always passing my mileage limits and getting a fee for that. So, you know what I mean, it's just not for me personally. You made it this far, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for tapping into Zigiwik. This guy could hurry up, we'll get to turn. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for coming along with me. I took a little detour. Y'all saw the traffic over there was crazy, but that's the pros of knowing your area, knowing your environment. You get to do whatever you want to do. You don't sit in traffic, you control the traffic. You know what I mean? But y'all made it this far. Thank you for watching. I love and appreciate every single one of y'all. If any of y'all are financing or leasing, or you bought cash, let me know down below what you did, and would you ever lease a car? Let me know what situation you have to be in to lease a car. Let's share ideas, because you never know. Maybe I'll open my mind to something that I'm against. So you really never know in life. So I'm gonna catch you on the next video, guys. Make sure y'all buy to your sex and travel. Be safe out there. Look out for each other on the roads. Drive safe and make good financial decisions, y'all. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, guys. Let's make this turn, and let's see if there's traffic up here. If there's traffic up here, we waste our time. Look at that. No traffic, boy. I record longer, but my battery's about to die, y'all. So I'm gonna catch you. Peace.